Audio Jungle.
Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're counting down the top 8 best cars for the money in 2023. New car prices continue to break records as inflation drives up the cost of Americans' daily lives. Ongoing parts shortages prevent automakers from supplying the many new cars that people demand, and financing grows more expensive as interest rates rise. Non-luxury vehicle prices are creeping ever higher, transacting at an average of over $44,000 and typically for more than the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Finding the best value is more important than ever for many shoppers who need to make the most of their tightening budgets. We've assembled a list of standout vehicles from 8 different segments that offer the best combination of quality and value. Number 8. The Chevrolet Bolt EUV. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EUV's number 8 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. Despite being a non-luxury category, the average price paid for many electric SUVs is well above $50,000. The Chevrolet Bolt EUV, on the other hand, has an average transaction price that remains below $35,000 and is the lowest in the class. Likewise, the long-term cost of ownership is estimated to be the lowest in the category and less than $50,000 over 5 years. Like its smaller sibling, the Bolt EUV boasts an estimated 247-mile range that is respectable when compared with all available EVs, and fantastic given its price point. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EUV takes the regular Bolt EV hatchback's underpinnings and tops them with sheet metal that makes it look much more like an SUV, which, of course, is the body style American buyers vastly prefer. The EUV's 200 horsepower electric motor drives only the front wheels and provides decent performance. The Bolt EUV's cabin appears stylish and nicely trimmed. A flat-bottom steering wheel and a push-button gear selector are standard on all models, and the seat upholstery sports a cheeky geometric pattern. The Bolt EUV is longer, wider, and taller than the regular Bolt hatchback, and its rear seat is the benefactor of that extra space, with rear seat legroom growing by more than 3 inches. It's also spacious and well-equipped with standard features. It's even fun to drive. Considering the high price of most electric vehicles available now, the Bolt EUV does not sacrifice quality for cost and easily captures our best electric SUV for the money title. Number 7. The Hyundai Elantra Hybrid. The 2023 Hyundai Elantra Hybrid's number 7 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. Gas is often a major factor in commuters' budgets, and a fuel-efficient vehicle is one way to bring down that expense. Among hybrid cars, the Hyundai Elantra Hybrid boasts excellent fuel economy, with the base blue trim getting up to 54 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving. Given gas spending is one of the contributing factors, the long-term cost of Elantra Hybrid ownership is below average compared to the rest of the class. When it comes to daily driving duty, the Hyundai Elantra is a pragmatic choice thanks to its competitive fuel economy, abundance of standard safety tech, and available creature comforts, a choice that also comes with plenty of styling flair. The Korean compact sedan's exterior design is something we can appreciate, as is the breadth of its model lineup. The Elantra Hybrid carries one of the lowest MSRP figures in the class, and even a Tro-Trim limited model starts at $29,000. This model comes loaded with safety and infotainment features, and even luxuries like heated and ventilated front seats. Number 6. The Hyundai Palisade. The 2023 Hyundai Palisade's number 6 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. One of the most popular crossovers, the Hyundai Palisade is a great value for people needing an SUV with 3 rows. It has tons of interior space, and the cabin is outfitted with high-quality materials everywhere you look. All things considered, shoppers in this segment will likely think the Palisade looks and feels like money well spent. Few SUVs offer the near-perfect blend of utility, value, and luxury of the 2023 Hyundai Palisade. It shares its underpinnings with the superb Kia Telluride, but it wears a unique look all its own. All Palisades come with a smooth-running 3.8-liter V6 and an 8-speed automatic. All-wheel drive is optional, otherwise the Palisade drives the front wheels. Either way, there's plenty of space in all 3 rows for occupants. The second row features a button to move the seat forward for easy access to the third row. From a pricing standpoint, the Palisade is an enticing option as well. Though the initial purchase price is slightly higher than some options in the segment, it carries one of the lowest estimated total long-term ownership costs in the class. Number 5. The Kia Rio. The 2023 Kia Rio's number 5 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. The list of economical subcompact cars is shrinking as fast as the average price of new cars is rising, but thankfully there are still some high-quality bargains available. The Kia Rio is the best of the bunch, earning our best subcompact car for the money. The Kia Rio is a good car at a great price, but it won't be around for much longer. Available as either a 4-door sedan or 5-door hatchback, the Rio offers simple transportation while delivering impressive city and highway fuel efficiency. Power comes from a 120 horsepower inline-4 bolted to a continuously variable automatic. The Rio's lack of power can make speeding tickets urban legend, but it deserves some credit for a well-tuned suspension. Low average transaction prices and a competitive long-term cost of ownership are highlights for budget shoppers, though not necessarily a sign the Rio will force you to accept sacrifices for savings. For example, it comes standard with features like an 8-inch touchscreen and smartphone pairing through wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Simplicity is the name of the game inside the Rio, and that's not a slight. In fact, it presents a clean, easy-to-use dashboard with climate and audio controls. There is plenty of hard plastic, but it's nicely textured, and the overall interior appearance is mature and sophisticated for a subcompact. Number 4. The Hyundai Santa Fe. The 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe's number 4 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. The Hyundai Santa Fe is our best 2-row SUV for the money for the second year in a row. The Santa Fe leads the segment in both cost metrics, boasting the lowest average transaction price and the lowest total cost of ownership. It's also the only crossover in the category with a base trim that starts below the $30,000 mark, and a top trim Santa Fe calligraphy with all-wheel drive starts just above the entry-level mark for competitors like the Honda Passport and Jeep Grand Cherokee when similarly equipped. The 2023 Hyundai Santa Fe doesn't get as much acclaim as the Korean brand's broader SUV family, but it remains a distinctive member with desirable features. The standard power plant is an uninspiring 191 horsepower 2.5-liter inline-4, a stouter 277 horsepower turbo 4 is optional, and it's our recommended buy. Both engines are available with front or all-wheel drive. The EPA estimates the Santa Fe with the non-turbo 4-cylinder will earn up to 25 miles per gallon city and 28 highway. With a low base price and a satisfying ride, the spacious 2023 Santa Fe finds itself ranked mid-pack in the world of mid-size SUVs, which is primarily due to an especially snoozy base engine. Hyundai interiors are best known for their solid build quality and worthwhile features rather than edgy designs and upscale materials. Last year, the Santa Fe received slight tweaks to the interior design that more closely. Its most impressive attribute is generous passenger space in both rows that are a boon on long road trips. It also comes standard with a healthy roster of driver assistance features like blind spot monitoring and lane keep assist. Overall, it's an excellent value among mid-size SUVs with 2 rows. Number 3. The Honda Civic. The 2023 Honda Civic's number 3 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. The Honda Civic has a long-standing reputation as a financially responsible choice for all types of shoppers, and it remains a great option in terms of purchase price and low ownership costs. There are certainly competitors with lower starting MSRPs, but none can match the Civic's combination of performance, fuel efficiency, interior utility, and roster of standard features. It tops our compact cars ranking for a good reason. When balancing quality and cost, the Civic is easy to name our best compact car for the money. For decades, the Honda Civic has given budget-minded buyers a compact car that makes them feel smart for being frugal. The latest generation, including the 2023 model, carries on this tradition and goes beyond, offering handsome interior trim and several features that very recently were considered luxuries. Sedan and hatchback body styles are available, and you can pick from a quartet of 4-cylinder engines and 2 transmissions, a continuously variable automatic, CVT, or a 6-speed manual. All models come with touchscreen infotainment and a generous list of driver assistance features, with more desirable options available throughout the lineup. The Civic's combination of value, efficiency, niceties, and refined road manners make it a no-brainer. A more streamlined interior design debuts in the 2023 Civic, with cleaner lines and a dashboard featuring a full-width honeycomb patterned mesh design element that cleverly hides the air vents. A wider center console appears less cluttered than the outgoing models and features what looks like a large, deep bin ahead of the shift lever for stashing smartphones, keys, and road trip snacks. Honda says passenger space is roughly the same as also offered and its cargo bay is more generous. Number 2. The Kia Sportage Hybrid. The 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid's number 2 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. The Kia Sportage Hybrid is our best hybrid SUV for the money winner in its debut year. It's also our top-ranking hybrid SUV, thanks to a combination of practicality and performance. It has loads of room for people up front and in the rear, and plenty of space for their belongings behind the second row. It also has some pep in its step, but still manages to return an excellent combined fuel economy rating of 43 miles per gallon in combined driving. Although it doesn't look it, the 2023 Kia Sportage Hybrid is a fairly ordinary compact crossover. It just hides its regularity behind a veneer of futuristic styling. Starting with the non-hybrid Sportage, reviewed separately, as its basis, the hybrid model adds either a turbocharged 1.6-liter hybrid powertrain that makes 226 horsepower, or a 261 horsepower plug-in hybrid version that uses the same turbo engine. Both variants offer more power and quicker acceleration than the non-hybrid model, but neither deliver fuel economy that's particularly notable. The plug-in does provide up to 34 miles of electric driving per charge, though. In terms of our pricing metrics, the new Sportage Hybrid boasts the lowest estimated long-term cost of ownership and one of the lowest average transaction prices among hybrid SUVs. Inside, the Sportage Hybrid makes an impression with a snazzy design highlighted by a huge digital display on the dashboard and other various eye-catching details. The interior is available in an attractive two-tone color scheme as an option, but if you prefer something low-key, an all-black cabin is also offered. On the infotainment front, the Sportage comes standard with desirable features such as Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. An 8.0-inch infotainment display is standard, and all models come with a digital gauge display, too. We'd suggest upgrading to the larger infotainment display, though, which measures 12.3 inches and provides more connectivity and crisper graphics. Number 1. The Chevrolet Bolt. The 2023 Chevrolet Bolt's number 1 ranking is based on its score within the best cars for the money in 2023 category. The Chevrolet Bolt boasts the title of cheapest new electric vehicle that you can buy, so it's off to a great start with a base MSRP of $27,495. The next lowest is the aging Nissan Leaf, which budges over the $28,000 mark. Among electric cars, it also boasts the lowest average transaction price and lowest estimated long-term cost of ownership. Considering these measures, the Bolt is the most price-competitive option. Chevy has evolved the Bolt since its 2016 debut into an intriguing small electric hatchback with out-of-the-mainstream styling that offers a strong value proposition. The Bolt EV, not to be confused with the slightly larger Bolt EUV mini SUV reviewed separately, is the least expensive EV sold in the US for 2023, making it a more accessible alternative to small EVs like the Tesla Model 3 and Hyundai Kona Electric. The Bolt is powered by a single 200 horsepower motor that powers its front wheels, a propulsion system that nets an EPA-estimated 259 miles on a single charge. The Bolt has DC fast charge capability that Chevy says can add up to 100 miles of range in just 30 minutes. Low price does not translate into cheap in the case of the Bolt, as it's both highly practical and well-equipped. The interior is spacious for passengers and their belongings, and the cabin is outfitted with quality materials. Numerous driver assistance features come standard, as does a 10.2-inch touchscreen infotainment system. To top it all off, the Bolt is rated to travel up to 259 miles on a charge, which is competitive with vehicles costing tens of thousands of dollars more. Don't forget to subscribe, like and leave me a comment to tell me how you found the car.